If I give you more Bazooka Joe comics, will you leave? I think I've got my finger on the pulse of the kids, right?
Yeah, Damon loves giving candy to children. You know, that's what we figured out. Great.
Come into my van. I've got more candy in there. Come on.
Just back here. Don't worry about it. You're not Karate Kids, are you? Okay, great. Because I'm very weak. I can be defeated.
Upper body strength.
Doesn't even need 3 of you. Tum Tum alone can take me down. Welcome to Your Inner Child is an Idiot, the podcast where we look back on things from our childhood and see if they're any good to begin with. My name is DJ.
I started too quick. I could feel you just trying to keep up with yourself. And my
what's your name,
by the way?
Hey, Damon, what's your name?
Episode 500, I will get it.
We're really eventually going to get this. How you doing? You look very seasonally appropriate. It's nearly it's
summertime, beginning of summer, perhaps.
Ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
I've said that before. I famously recorded that song before we found out it was already an existing song.
Now we live in the South where it's just basically it's winter, rain for a little bit, and then summer. It's kind of couple days of nice springy.
It's been the 80s.
Let's not talk about the weather. That's not what we're going to talk about.
You're right. I was just about to go into a whole rant, but you're absolutely right, Deej. We won't talk about the weather. One, because by the time this comes out, it's not the weather right now.
It's not the weather.
It's just the weather right here in our time, but not in their time.
It's too, so much that we talk about, it's too topical. Now listen, I have 2 choices for you.
Yes.
One that is more of a blockbuster. One that was like a big part of our childhoods.
Yeah.
And one that's very influential on, I think we'll have a lot to talk about, but I think it's going to probably stay pretty solid.
Okay.
Another that was probably outsized in its influence of my childhood, but is not good. I guarantee you. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. 80s, 90s.
Okay. Because I'm always trying to sabotage the podcast, I want to go with the lesser known movie that's more cherished by your childhood self that you know is not very good.
Okay. Well, we've narrowed it down.
Because I want to destroy everything we've built. That's my goal.
Well, it's like knocking over a pile of 3 pillows at this point. It's fine.
I didn't even realize it was a pillow fort. I thought you had just stacked pillows.
I'm sorry, I just tripped.
You spent hours on this?
How? There's no structure to it. You literally... Okay, so this is from the early 90s. Actually, I'm not sure exactly what year. This is going to be... it's going to have something to do with martial arts.
Oh, no. Does it have a numeral in the title?
It does. And it's going to feature children acting mostly.
Oh, my God. What can I go back to the 80s movie?
What have you done?
Where's the 80s blockbuster? Is this 3 Ninjas?
It is 3 Ninjas.
But it's not 3 Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain, correct?
It's not, nor is it 3 Ninjas Knuckle Up.
Ooh, they should have just added a new ninja every time. 3 ninjas, 4 ninjas, 5 ninjas.
Go.
Then make prequels, 1 ninja, 2 ninja.
And then 10 dead little ninjas. Wait.
Oh, no. I don't like that. Don't reference the original title of the Christie novel.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't like that.
Cut
that. So, 3 ninjas, Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum. The 3 brothers, I think.
Tum Tum? Wasn't he one of the cats? Andrew Lloyd Webber's cats? Tum Tum? You're
thinking of Mittens. Jellicoe Mittens.
Jellicoe kitten.
Listen, I've never seen cats either, so I don't.
Well, there is a Rum Tum Tugger, which is what all the fags in the audience would know I was referencing Rum Tum Tugger.
I've seen
the gayest of the cats.
I've seen enough to know that I'm good, I think.
It was my first Broadway show, and I was like, I don't like this.
Whatever this is.
Am I not gay, future me? And future me's like, don't worry about it. It's just this specific play.
This thing. I feel like that would be watching me watch that would be similar to my experience watching Nell. Just a thing, just lots of weird emotion. I don't know how to feel, but I know I'm uncomfortable. Back to three ninjas, though. Thank you for holding that pose as long as possible.
I'm happy that I was able to do it. Because I was about to say, do you see my face? Do you see my face?
Do you see it? Everybody see it?
I believe I saw this at Brandon Workman's house as a Ute.
Yeah.
I believe he put it on, and I protested greatly.
Sure.
So I watched it against my will, and I remembered at the time being, again, as I've said, the man of the people that I am.
Yeah.
I did not like it and wished for us to turn it off.
I mean, you were right, I think, because I don't. I mean,
as
even
usual,
just,
yes, I was.
Just because I was like, hey, I was talking to Lauren about possibilities for this episode, and I was like, oh, maybe we should do Three Ninjas. She's like, what is that? What are you talking about? So I was
she didn't know what the existence of Three Ninjas?
No, did not know about it. She's a little bit like a couple years ago to this, but also this is a boy movie for sure.
This is definite. This reads
not
as
that you
boy.
Can't enjoy it, not that it, but you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
As far as like the classic dichotomy,
no, everyone was permitted to see the movie,
yes.
but only boys saw this movie. We're not going to stop you from entering the theater, madam, but we want you to know.
I want you to know you're not going to like this.
It's three prepubescent boys. There's not even going to be a romance aspect.
Listen,
probably.
Your brain has matured too much, and there's a little bit too much slapstick. I think so. The boys are endangered. They're being trained by their grandfather or something, and then real ninjas attack, and they have to defend something. And there's a lot of just kind of random, traditionally dressed ninjas attacking them for some reason. There's one bad guy in a white suit who I remember distinctly.
A white, like Western style suit? Is that what you mean? Like a
Brooks
nice Brothers
suit.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's also these kind of two lunkhead guys, like not Jay and Silent Bob, but those vibes.
Like Eddie
them.
Fisher in, not Eddie Fisher, Fisher Stevens in the Mario Brothers movie, like that vibe. The two like sidekicks of King Koopa in that movie.
Yes, yeah. I don't think anyone gets turned into Goombas in this.
It's a real shame.
Yeah. It's a
can we? Okay, so this I assume this is a desperate attempt to cash in on the Karate Kid, but it also feels like a late attempt to do that.
I think we're in the
early 90s, like 91 too.
I think it's more. I think there was a lot of jujitsu karate stuff still happening at this time, post 80s,
Kids
but also
love that shit.
We're still in the Ninja Turtles craze. I think the movie had come out. The second movie I think came out around this time. When did the first one come out?
Do you think that
91?
someone as a kid was like, Grandma, for my birthday I want the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie on VHS, and the grandma sort of got some of that information, and then she saw Three Ninjas, and she's like, I think there's multiple ninjas in whatever it is Brayden was telling me about. This has to be it.
This has to be it. And that one little kid kind of looks like a turtle. I think that's what he meant.
Tum Tum. Tum Tum has to be the name of a turtle.
I remember seeing this with Ross Collins for some reason. I don't my buddy in like the elementary school and on into junior high school as well. But like I don't remember if we like actually watched that together, or if I'm just imagining that we were like buddies around this time when we saw this. And he might be like, I've never seen that. What are you talking about?
Don't try and pin this on me.
But I ate this whole thing up. Like the like anything karate, any Karate Kid adjacent, Ninja Turtles adjacent. I was very, very interested in the idea of my body as a weapon.
Absolutely. You were, every boy goes through a period where they think they can be part of the secret art of ninjutsu.
Yeah.
And protect, of course, the figurehead emperor and the samurai class of medieval Japan. That's what you believe.
That, honor was very important to me. And any time that I brought shame to my family, I attempted to commit seppuku, which my dad had to be like,
absolutely.
Just put that.
Your mom was like, no, it's dinner time. Come in here.
It's fine. You're fine. Your family's fine. Just get in.
Did you ever take a martial arts class?
I'm sure I've told this anecdote, at least during the Karate Kid, if not other times. I took karate classes. I don't remember how long that I went because I was very...
Karate specifically.
Karate. I was very upset by the non-wearing of shoes and the instructor's dirty feet.
Because that's the DJ I know.
There you go. That's the inside boy I'm familiar with. I did not... care for that. I didn't want to.
All of our feet will be touching this mat.
This same mat. We don't
Sensei.
We don't each get our own mat. Is that correct? And
I'm just going to wipe this. If you could just move your feet, Brandon, I'm just going to wipe this down. Move your feet, Brandon.
Please. Oh, you're touching me with your feet now. Oh my God. I don't think it's, in some ways, not all of my neuroses had developed yet. And in some ways they were even worse than.
Very much so.
So yeah, I think I cried enough that I got to quit. I was not,
That's
was
nice.
not happy.
That's what I did with piano.
Yeah, yay. And look where you are now.
But also they made me play piano with my feet. So I feel like it wasn't a legitimate instructor.
You're like, you're going to do that talent show and we're going to win exactly $15,000, which is we need to save the school bell tower.
But how do I press the pedals if I'm playing with my feet?
With your hands.
Mrs. Morgenstern, I just don't think this checks out.
This doesn't make any sense. I'm looking forward to watching this, sort of. I can't.
When was the last time you've watched this movie?
I had to have still been a kid. I don't think that this was one that like lasted into rewatches. I'm sure I watched it many times. When
you have it on VHS though when you were a kid?
I don't know. I think we might have rented it. You know what I mean? Like a Take Two video was the, where you would have gotten. You got the
no, I know Take Two video.
Does it Takes Two or Take Two video? Anyway,
I imagine Take Two because like that's a movie term. Whereas
that makes more
It Takes Two is
It Takes Two
the phrase.
But they were just trying to capitalize on that song. Woo! Hey! Woo! Hey! And they said, get out of sight. Anyway, I
was thinking It Takes Two, baby. Is that a Family Ties theme?
No. So I think this is not even going to hold up to young DJ standard, which does not bode well for now. I think it's going to be pretty bad. I think that it's going to involve a lot of child acting. It's going to be a lot of kicking.
At least 3 children acting.
At least 3. They probably have friends.
3 times the number of children acting than in Dick Tracy. I want you to know this.
True. That's true.
I have another question that I probably could just best be served by watching the movie. But I kind of want to ask you at the front here. Is there anyone in this movie that I would know? Or who went on to a career that I'd be familiar with?
Did you not hear me mention Rocky Colton Tum Tum? Because...
I'm not familiar. I mean, I think of those characters like Tybalt from Romeo and Juliet, just classic characters that a number of actors have played. But who threw their hand in?
But these actors, I say, without actually knowing if this is true, also went on to play these same characters in Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Oh, they
Three Ninjas Knuckle Up.
Oh no, there's 3 sequels to this movie. This is
I think so.
Quadrilogy?
I think so. I don't actually know if the same
too many
actors play these. I have no way of knowing that.
Yeah, because they always seemed 12 every time I saw another video box at It's Showtime Video.
I think this one was by far the most successful, and I don't know if that's saying something.
High Noon at Mega Mountain has Mr. Hulk Hogan in it.
Oh.
Peace and blessings be upon him. I believe because I remember he's in some sort of harness and like they've given him almost like the riffraff, at the end of Rocky Horror when riffraff comes back with his laser thing. They've given him that where he's given a ponytail that's really slicked up.
High.
Or maybe I'm just combining riffraff and Hulk Hogan into one being.
I've never seen that one, so I really can't speak to that. I have no idea.
I do like the idea. I mean, I love a sequel subtitle, and High Noon at Mega Mountain is up there. And I would use it more often if anyone knew what the fuck I was talking about. But instead I have to go with either the Squeakquel or Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. You can break into High Noon at Mega Mountain.
Mega Mountain. Well, I can't wait to watch this. I say to just keep the conversation going.
We are going to watch Three Ninjas watch along with us, and we'll talk about it.
We're just going to fucking talk about it.
Do a little donkey kick. Yeah.
Is that a type of ninja move?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
It does sound like it would be.
Yeah.
But it also sounds like something someone would say, hey, Greg, stop donkey kicking your brother.
I remember when we played Donkey Kick Country not that long ago. So it's good. You know what I like about ninjutsu?
Well, I imagine the kicking.
Yep, sure. That's number one for sure.
The naming.
Yeah, getting a new name. I like that it's
more time with your grandpa.
That's just nice. He gets lonely. He's there in that beautiful house in the woods. I like it because it's like our commercials, like because we just use whatever's around us, like, or you just
like my Sharpie S gel.
Yes, and much like that. This episode is sponsored by our Patreon page, patreon.com/Your Inner Child's an Idiot.
Much like that. And much like that, it's a reliable working implement. Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Creative things. I was hoping you would jump in, but you didn't give me anything.
Oh, it felt like you were completing a thought. Why would I interrupt you?
Yeah, when would you ever do that? Patreon.com/Your Inner Child's an Idiot. Listen to us interrupt each other every 5 seconds, except for now when I wanted it to happen.
It's fun to laugh. They're going to love that.
And we are back. We watched Three Ninjas, 1992's Sean Turtletaub's Three Ninjas.
Wonderful film.
I'm going to flawlessly recap this movie.
Please do.
Three boys who have real names that I can't remember. Samuel.
Rum Tum Tugger.
No. Real
Mr.
name.
Mistopheles.
No.
And Old Deuteronomy.
No. You're just quoting either the Bible or cats. I'm still not sure.
I can't really tell the difference.
Boys get names from they're practicing the art of ninjutsu with their grandfather during the summertime, and they get new ninja names. Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum, just as I remembered. But the stakes become real.
Could they go any higher?
I mean, yeah.
The stakes? Oh,
I think so.
Okay, I guess I was mistaken by the stakes.
I think only one ninja gets murdered by Grandpa. I think that's the only...
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
We'll get into that.
Full stabbing.
There's a guy that used to work with Grandpa named Snyder. And the boy's father, who is in the FBI, is also after him. But he ends up realizing, hey, this FBI guy's after us. I'm going to go attack his family. And he does.
Rather than him, which I like. Yeah. It's like, I'm going to sort of go about it a roundabout way. I know where you live, so he could attack you at any moment, but I'm going to kidnap your kids first.
Easily escaped you, and for some reason, I'm going to get mad about that. And then, I guess he did ruin an arms deal, because he got set up. He got framed by the FBI.
Now, okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
I had a lot of logistical questions as to what the law can do at that stage, but I'd like you to finish with your recap and also start with your recap.
As you'd expect, with a flawless machination like this, the villain Snyder hires his consigliere Nigel to hire three dumb surfer dudes to kidnap the boys.
Despite having a fleet of ninjas at his beck and call.
And they do eventually succeed by kidnapping Rocky's girlfriend, Emily. Not girlfriend yet. They haven't really committed. But
hey, Rocky's playing the field. Let's not pin him down.
Yeah. And but then as they're kidnapped, the grandpa comes to rescue them. But I don't know if these boys need rescuing, because they kick a bunch of ninja ass anyway.
Wait, they didn't kidnap Emily. Is that what you're saying?
They use Emily as a hostage to kidnap the boys. Sorry.
I see, yes.
I misspoke. And then Grandpa comes to save them, but Grandpa's in trouble too. He has to fight Snyder one-on-one.
Yeah.
Snyder agrees to release the boys if he defeats them. But he kicks the shit out of Grandpa, but ultimately, the secret of Tum Tum's jelly beans win the day, and Snyder is defeated and arrested. And everything is fine, and the sheer just celebration, the joy of violence, makes Dad realize they should spend more time with their grandfather. And then,
since it got them kidnapped,
got them to witness a murder, and they also get to say, "Hey, now we're free to kick the bullies' asses." In the denouement. And I think that we all learn a lesson, which is violence with cartoon music behind it isn't really violence at all. Damon, take it away.
Thank you. I want to start by saying,
if you criticize my recap, I'm going to karate chop you in the throat.
I would never do that. I would never do that. This is a positive, uplifting podcast. That recap that was all over the place and scattershot would never be insulted by me.
Oh, was it? Was this cinematic masterpiece misrepresented by my recap? I'm so sorry. Were there not 3 ninjas? And were they not named?
Actually, there were more than that. There were so many ninjas.
There were so many more than 3 ninjas.
Much more. I feel like the number of ninjas I've seen in my life.
The 3 ninjas are the least ninja of the movie. Oh, the 3 titular ninjas.
Could it be less ninja?
Yeah.
Yes, it could be.
They're like the 3 karate practitioners.
Correct. They weren't even practicing ninjutsu.
Yeah.
This is one of the few instances in movies where the villain's name in the character's name is less cool than the actor's name.
Oh.
Our villain is named Hugo Schneider. But the actor playing him is named Rand Kingsley.
That's pretty dope.
And he comes from the Steven Seagal school of looking like, in that he has a jet black ponytail and a deep widow's peak. And he loves to sneer. But he does lose a fight, which makes him different than Steven Seagal per his contract.
He comes from the Terry Silver from Karate Kid Part 2 school of villains from Karate Kid Part 2.
So this movie feels like it is an amalgamation of the Karate Kid, the aforementioned Karate Kid, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
very much in there,
and a surprisingly good chunk of Home Alone.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of sidekicks with Chuck Norris and the kid in there too.
I feel like that's giving sidekicks too much credit, don't you think? I have seen sidekicks at least twice because there was at least
sidekicks.
There was at least one teacher in my middle school who was like, "All right, kids, we're going to turn the lights down real low because a teacher was drinking last night and we're going to watch sidekicks." And I'm like, again? I feel like you're misrepresenting sidekicks in terms of just Western cinema.
Like how much importance it carries.
How much everyone else is talking about sidekicks. It's just overwhelming in Mr. Bilby's 6th grade class. I want to call it a ripoff of Home Alone, that middle section, except the movie like sort of brazenly wears it on its sleeve, and that the kid like does the Macaulay Culkin hands on the cheeks and says, "Oh no, robbers." Yeah. To which the 3 stoner guys go, "I thought we were kidnappers," which did make me laugh because they were trying to keep track of what crime they're supposed to be committing.
Very stupid.
You have chosen regicide. So I was a little nervous because the movie starts, I don't like kids. And even more than normal kids, I do not like child actors.
Yes.
I'm also on the fence on narration. And this movie begins with all 3 of them narrating at once. Like they're interrupting each other. Who would want to listen to 2 or more people just interrupt each other all the time?
Who would pay to support that at patreon.com/Your Child's an Idiot of all things? I was very nervous. Forgot about that.
It drifted away.
Yeah, immediately.
Which I want to say is a criticism in terms of the movie's structure and, consistency, but I'll give them the thumbs up on that. Drop it as soon as possible.
I guess they just it was a little confusing just zooming in on a house with boys practicing karate in the middle of the woods.
Much like the people who ducked out of the way of the train and the great train robbery in the 1910s, I would have been so confused as to what was happening. Wait, who's filming this? Whose house is this? Is the movie is it like watching a movie with my mother? Where it's
what it is?
Who is that guy? Mother, we've been watching this I've been watching this the exact same amount of
years. Who is he? I promise you, I know what it is. It's that no one would understand that he's their grandpa because they're 3 white kids and he's in Japanese. It's
a question I also had, which Tyler, it is sort of told in the background where we see that he met a woman in the 40s.
Looks like
during the war, perhaps. And then they had kids, and then his daughter married another white guy, and now we got 3 white kids.
Yeah. But they couldn't find, it doesn't matter. People appear differently. You know what I mean? Like maybe she doesn't look like she has a Japanese father, but sometimes that happens.
Hey,
who am I to judge?
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Could you have found a half Japanese woman? Maybe.
Maybe. But
you didn't. You found this other lady.
Did you try? Maybe. Who's to say?
Oh, could you have gotten 3 Japanese kids? Maybe.
It was so long ago. Who's to say?
I lost my notes from that time, and records are sketchy at best.
They were burned in the fire that Snyder started. The beginning of the film where Snyder is being framed by the FBI, and there's a guy in brown face trying to.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know if we're going to call that being framed by the FBI. I feel like that's a sting operation.
It's a sting operation. Sorry. Yeah. You're right. That sounded like...
There's a man in brown face and a head.
I don't know all the cop
wrap.
terminology, you fucking propagandist.
There is a man who is pretending to be an Arab sheik buying one solitary missile from
one RPG.
Hugo Schneider.
Yeah.
And then he reveals that he's in the FBI, and wouldn't you know it,
ninjas
when the FBI
everywhere.
swarms in, there's just enough ninjas hanging in the rafters to get the jump on the FBI. Now, why wasn't the FBI sort of doing a stakeout and just checking out before they did this sting operation? I don't know. Another question I have is that after the sting operation falls apart, Hugo Schneider goes to his home, which I feel like is, I'm not a criminal nor a cop.
No.
Feels like the last place you'd want to go if the cops have seen you sell arms to a ne'er-do-well, an international ne'er-do-well.
But that's what they think that you would think that you're not going to do.
A triple cross.
Yeah.
Of course.
So just go home.
Like, don't even bother checking his home.
He's not going there.
Don't waste your time. He's too smart for that.
Snyder would never.
So he goes back to his home and talks to his Nebuchadnezzar accountant,
Nigel,
who then hires his stoner teens to kidnap the grandchildren, the children of the guy who nabbed him, but also the grandchildren of his former ninjutsu sensei.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes. Yeah. I don't.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
What? So
when we only hire 16 people to be in the movie.
Snyder and Grandpa, I don't know Grandpa's name, Grandpa Mori Tanaka, were in business together, but what was their business? They were starting dojos?
Yeah, I mean, I assumed it was a Shredder Splinter situation.
Sure, sure.
Where they knew each other before they fell in goo or whatever. I'll be honest, this may be the first movie where I got up and started washing dishes and then realized, no, I'm supposed to be watching the movie for the podcast.
I'm doing something here.
My brain was like, there's no reason for us all to be here, correct?
All these cells don't need to be here for this. And you're right about that. Let's talk about our characters a little bit, such as they are. Yeah, let's get through our main characters. Let's just go ahead because let's
not phrase it like that. Let's give them their flowers.
Okay, sure.
So we've got Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Correct?
Yes, Theodore,
which actually tracks pretty well.
It actually does, except for Alvin, who I guess would be Rocky. Would be Alvin. He's not really a scallywag.
No, Colt is the Alvin because he's more of a loose cannon.
Okay.
He's also a Raphael.
Yeah,
I would say
that's true. Yeah, they don't really fit that 1-to-1, but there are some absolute similarities because Tum-Tums clearly are Michelangelo
/ Theodore
/ Theodore. You gotta have one.
You can't just not have one.
Rocky is kind of Donatello.
Fun fact: in Hamlet, Guildenstern is the Theodore.
Oh,
yeah!
Wow, that really does check out.
That clears up a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Wow, I think I'm a Christian now.
Famously, what happens when you read or see Hamlet?
I also think Rocky is a Leonardo Donatello amalgam. He's kind of somewhere between because he's the leader, kind of
definitely
a little bit more
the Leonardo
cerebral.
In that I was like, oh, there's wet rags here again,
and also the one I relate to the most. You son of a bitch. God. I never thought I would hate you so more than I already do.
Come on, you knew.
No, I know. Okay.
So we've got, have we already done it?
Kind of. Tum Tum is hungry. He's the littlest
He loves
one.
jelly beans. Loves very large size jelly beans. Like these look like what Peter Jackson would have created. Like we need it for scale that these jelly beans have to be slightly larger.
No, Damon, he's little. They used forced perspective to show that he's little.
Even when they go into Rand Kingsley's mouth, they seem oversized.
Yeah, they're like robin's egg style size. Maybe it's around Easter. We don't really know what time of year it is because we're in Southern California, I think.
It is odd to have jelly beans at any time that's not Easter.
Yeah, or I'm just...
Even though, Halloween? I mean, they're beans. They're not eggs.
That's true. Maybe they're supposed... Anyway, doesn't matter. That's enough about the jelly beans. Although they come in later, so put a pin in that.
They're Chekhov's jelly beans.
Jelly beans. That's really it. I would say there's too much child acting, for sure. The
only one who did get on my nerves, God rest his soul, he's fine, is Tum Tum. Was a little bit like, hey, Tum Tum, make sure you look at the thing before you react to it. Don't just be reacting as you turn around. Make sure you make eye contact with the thing so that you have time to like pretend like your synapses have to fire it into your brain, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Hey.
Chad Power. Chad. Hey, Chad Power.
No, he actually insisted that we call him Tum Tum for the entire shoot.
He sent jelly beans to his castmates. It was really creepy.
He's the Daniel Day-Lewis of Three Ninjas.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're all pretty bad. It's fine when they're pretty bad all the time. I was going to say it's fine when they don't have lines, but no, it was all kind of bad.
Colt talking to Emily was, I wanted to throw myself out of a window because it was just them sort of staring at each other wordlessly, which I almost couldn't put on the kids. Like, hey, movie,
you've met
do
children,
something.
You met children, though, right? You know?
I unfortunately have met children. And I was like, I don't like this. Please go. If I give you more Bazooka Joe comics, will you leave? I think I've got my finger on the pulse of the kids, right?
Yeah, Damon loves giving candy to children. You know, that's what we figured out. Great.
Come into my van. I've got more candy in there. Come on.
Just back here. Don't worry about it. You're not karate kids, are you? Okay. Great. Because I'm very weak. I can be defeated.
Have upper body strength.
Doesn't even need three of you. Tum Tum alone could take me down. Yeah. There's a few, every time they kind of have to do, I don't know, they'll like, I'm thinking of the end here when Rocky finally decides to kick the shit out of his bully.
Finally,
they cut to Colt, who's like over it, and he's just doing the like motion of like, all right, come on. But even that is like weird. He's like, I'm like, you've probably done this motion. Just do it how you would do it.
Yeah, just be a person who wants something to get on with it. Yeah, they're not the best. I feel like the writing doesn't serve them either, so they don't have much. I mean, that action is one thing, but like I texted you, when they're being kidnapped and they're being put on the ship that all villains have to store all their ninjas, they're being sort of pushed along up the ramp to get onto the ship, and Colt turns to Rocky, or Rocky turns to Colt, it's not important, and goes, "We've got to stick together." And I'm like, yeah, you're being kidnapped. You are going to be together no matter what. Like, what are you talking about? There's also like later, while they're on that ship, because Hugo Snyder of the Snyderverse says, I knew your grandpa, or these ninjas were trained by your grandpa, alluding to the fact that, you know, grandpa was the sensei and I guess trained all these fuckers. Like Colt or Rocky, it's not important, says, oh, naturally, I must assume that Grandpa is the ultimate villain and has betrayed us all, and now I don't trust Grandpa. And when we see him later as he's cutting through ninjas, I am going to be distrustful of him. I'm like, and they think, what?
The boys are coming to Grandpa to see their Grandpa like save them, and Colt is like, "Hey, wait a second, he's a bad guy." And then, of course, Grandpa takes out his butterfly knife. and he throws it towards the boys. Not saying duck or anything to the boys.
No, no need. He's a ninja.
Then we get our one ninja murder as he right through the heart of a guy.
Which seems weird because that guy, I mean, we didn't even get to see him. We didn't get to see him be villainous, whereas Hugo Schneider just, chokes on a strawberry jelly bean and is arrested. So one man is killed. None of the people worthy of death are one of them.
The ninjas all seem pretty stupid. Not just for being beat up by children, but just like they're very easily
tricked. It
doesn't
help. They also have striped underwears, boxer shorts. They are easily tricked. And it is weird because the movie bounces back and forth between like their genuine threats and their like Bebop and Rocksteady.
That's because sometimes they forget they have guns until like they really need them.
I do like it when ninjas are like, you know what? I just realized swords are stupid and I'm just going to shoot you with this gun. And then even when that fails, they get bigger guns. They get machine guns right at the end. And then even then someone walks in and they're like, oh, we're not doing the gun thing now because someone else is, because Grandpa is here. So now we have to respect the sensei.
They were trained right, except they weren't.
They were immediately destroyed. Why would they? Why was there a point that I missed where Nigel hires the stoners instead of just sending the slightly more competent ninjas that are already at work?
I don't know why.
And don't need a 1099 tax form. Their ninjas are already in your employ.
Maybe there was a sentence I missed, but like in that meeting, in the villain boardroom, Snyder's like, we have to kidnap these kids, and Nigel's like, my nephew or I've got a guy. They're like top-notch guys. Then that's when we meet the surfer dudes, which are Fester, Hammer, and Marcus. We got to get those dudes. That's where dudes comes from.
I want to say,
did you know that?
Something that I didn't think I would say when I watched the trailer for this shortly before watching the movie. I would like to nominate Fester for the Catherine O'Hara MVP award.
Can we use someone else's memory for this, just for this episode, to give him the MVP award?
She doesn't deserve
She
this.
doesn't. I don't know, but yes.
She just got to heaven. She's just settling in.
Yeah.
She's meeting her roommate, probably. She doesn't need this.
Can we give him the I'm trying to think of obscure, the Eric Stoltz. I don't know.
No, we have to give it to him. We have to give him the same award that everyone else receives, or else he could be sued. But he did make me laugh a few times, I'm afraid to say. Friend
of the podcast, Shay, says dudes all the time, and it comes from this movie. We got to get those dudes.
Amazing that's what someone would latch onto.
Sorry, you were going to say.
He says, first we feast, then we felony. His name is Patrick Laburto.
It looks like it's like French, like
well, what is it?
Labiorto.
Okay.
I don't know.
He is a friend of the pod, though. He was in Heathers.
Oh.
I love my dead gay son. He was one of the dead gay sons who were not gay, but were dead.
How about that?
The three stoner kidnappers did make me laugh. It did feel very shoehorned in, where they were like, while they were finishing up the script, someone heard about Home Alone and they're like, I've got 20 minutes to get this to 75 minutes. So this is perfect.
It's going out live on the air right now for some reason.
Because what I liked, that scene is ludicrous. I mean, the actual kidnapping scene is ludicrous because the kidnappers are taking their sweet time. They are not in a rush to kidnap these kids at all. They impersonate a pizza delivery person to throw off the mean babysitter who does not nearly get enough screen time for how much she is presented to us when she comes to the house.
She's there because they don't trust the boys anymore.
Understandable. But like, if you're going to introduce someone with a Dutch angle from below And she's wearing a green hairnet, and she has no lines. She's just sneering at everyone. I was like, I want that woman to be in charge of the movie for at least a little bit. This movie has a surfeit of villains. There are primary villains, secondary villains, tertiary villains.
There's mini bosses.
Quadrenticle villains. Bosses. I don't know what the next step. Yeah. There's bosses, sub bosses, mini bosses. It's too many villains. But this babysitter is introduced like she's going to be like the fourth tier of villains, and she's easily squashed by our tertiary villains, who then eat pizza before kidnapping the kids.
Yeah. And
they eat pizza, then they kidnap the kids. And then, even then, they're like walking up the stairs slowly. And the kids are like, well, we have plenty of time to build up a bunch of traps and agree on the plan of how we're going to do this.
They had like formulated a plan and agreed on it and executed the plan all in the time that the guys
maybe went through some rehearsals
upstairs and painted the mask white so that they could blend in.
Painted the mask white. Yeah. Because luckily they have a room that's being primed.
Yes.
So it's all white.
Maybe there's a fourth ninja on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, of course. Tum Tum goes down and gets detergent and oil, vegetable oil, and spreads it all over the ground. Then he also uses jelly beans to throw the kidnappers down the landing of the stairs. Then he gives them X-Lax in their soda, which they do not recognize as they're chugging it down.
They don't recognize that there's a milky substance.
Milky, chalky substance in their soda that they are just also looking at as they're drinking. So they get diarrhea. There's also pepper bombs in coffee filters. A lot just for it to end with them being kidnapped, just as the kidnappers had planned.
Well, they go back to their room. The surfers go back to the boys' room because they're getting their ass kicked by these three ninjas. And so we must find their weakness. And then they do, because they find the can that Rocky uses to speak to neighbor and crush Emily. And then, you got to come over right now. I don't know why I remember that. And then she does. They use her as a hostage to get the boys.
Emily, what a fool. Oh, I'm sorry. I called these guys.
Punch them. Kind of defeat
which
them.
Is nice. She can hold her own.
Yeah.
I called these guys our tertiary villains. They're actually our secondary villains because we also have tertiary bullies. Those are the tertiary tier.
Yes. Those might be quadritertiary.
Archangels, angels,
right.
Powers.
Yeah.
And these are our there are bullies. There's a weird stretch of basketball.
Yeah.
What have you in this?
Let's talk about basketball here.
Yes, like not Christopher Cross. Who sang that song?
What?
Basketball. Is that Criss Cross?
I think that is Jim Croce. No, I don't know.
Because he couldn't hang out with his son enough. And so he's like, let's play basketball.
Are all ninjas good at basketball? Answer the question, Damon.
I want to say yes, because...
Wow, because of the flipping.
Basketball and ninjutsu both share a lot of common traits.
Sure.
Silence.
Feudal Japan.
Swords. Protecting the emperor of Japan. A samurai culture.
Uh-huh.
Cool masks. Sometimes having Gaiden after your name.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, a lot of traits that are shared between the two realms.
Makes sense.
Also, LeBron is good at both.
If they just hadn't been so cocky though, they spotted the bullies 9 points.
I was having trouble even following that. I think once you texted me that they gave them 9 points, I was like, oh yeah, I think I heard something stupid like that.
This is when you were washing dishes, obviously.
I was like already my hand in a Dutch oven. Yeah, and that was to, well, it wasn't even to get Emily's bike back. It was just, that wasn't even part of the bet, was it?
I think so.
Because Emily's bike got stolen, and then they stole Rocky's bike.
Yeah, it was to get somebody's bike back.
Then it was getting Rocky's bike. I'm like, don't forget Emily.
Yeah. And then they were riding bikes to school. And by the way, she had been told multiple times to keep up.
Emily, you brought this on yourself.
And then the bullies catch up with her again.
Well, they also went into a fence that said keep out.
So
rules are rules, Deej.
Whose fault is that? And then
who watches The Watchmen?
The the bullies take Emily's bike, and then she's mad at Rocky. I'm like,
understandable.
Listen, Rocky didn't take your bike.
And also the idea that he is supposed to protect you, madam, is
Antiquated.
Is already very antiquated in 1992. Come on.
Also, what are the bullies doing with all these extra bikes? They already had bikes.
They were riding away and they had to hold the other bike and they couldn't barely keep up. It's a hard job.
There's some sort of bike trading merchant situation going on here.
You'd have to tie the bike together with your bike and then they're no longer bikes. It's just a car at that point.
And no one steals cars. That would be
Grand Theft
ludicrous.
Auto? Not on my watch.
Okay, we kind of lost the plot on the characters here.
I think we weren't the only ones who lost the plot.
Do we want to talk about Grandpa?
I guess we can.
Mori Tanaka?
Deeds.
Yeah.
First off, I appreciate that not everyone can keep up with ninja moves.
Sure.
But this movie starts with him already body doubled, like in most of his scenes.
Immediately.
Immediately body doubled. I'm like, guys, you could have just hired someone that could do at least some of these moves. But it's like immediately a guy with like a little paunch, like added onto his body and a wig that does not match our Mori Tanaka. And
I will say, I think whoever's body doubling for Snyder looked a lot more like Snyder.
Yes.
Probably
although there was a good scene when the our three stoners were also like falling down the landing where you could tell it was like 42-year-old stuntmen just sort of like flailing about, which I also appreciate. Miss stuntmen sometimes. Miss them.
It's one of those, I love the stuff. If you decide to go into a movie, especially from this era, like like not the most expensive, but even the good movies, if you're looking for it, you can get it. But once you see it, it is like the magic eye puzzles. You're never going to miss it again. Like there's a scene I'm sure I talked about it in Jurassic Park where Laura Dern is running and it's very clearly someone in a Laura Dern wig. And I can't unsee it.
Who's this third woman?
Yeah, Grandpa is, I got to be honest, I'm kind of so their dad is kind of absentee. He's working on this big case, trying to capture the guy who's after them. And I don't think he's maybe handling it the best, right? He's not spending time with his sons. They really like spending time with their grandfather. And he's like, they shouldn't do that because they're learning this violent art. And then he's right about everything.
Absolutely.
And then at the end of the movie, Dad is like, you spend as much time with your grandpa as you want. Let's go to get some pizza. And then
he also doesn't conclude his own investigation, which I also found infuriating myself. I'm like, you've been working on this investigation for years, presumably. And like your assistant's like, we need to go gather evidence. He's like, you know what? You gather evidence. I'm getting this pizza. I'm like, you need evidence to get this guy in jail.
Also, this guy that he's partner, it looks like his partner, like he's bossing him around. Like, I don't talk to you like that. We're like, hey, Damon, time to make a podcast. Like, have some fucking respect.
Yeah, come on. You're partners, not boss and non-boss.
Jerry Curl. Is that his name? No.
His name is Jerry Curl?
No. Hold on.
Wait, the character's name?
No. Listen, this is just from Google. Let me look up IMDb, which is never wrong. No.
His name is Jerry. His character's name is Jerry Curl.
FBI Agent Curl. Fuck. Okay, let's go to the problematic corner right now.
Watch out now, y'all.
Do they ever say his name out loud?
I guess not. Clifton Powell plays FBI Agent Curl. Fuck. That sucks. That's not cool. Okay, we're in the problematic corner now, I've decided. Thank you for the theme song, Jackson.
What else you got for me?
Well, we already talked about the FBI brown face, which was borderline Naked Gun police squad territory.
Yeah, I was like, the minute he walked up, before I realized there was an FBI sting going on, I'm like, who is this Who is this white gentleman?
If I was Hugo Snyder, which I often think about, a what if scenario I think about all the time, I would have been like, something's not right here. Did we get one R word?
Yeah, we do.
From Rocky of all people. You're supposed to be the leader, Rocky.
You're our Leonardo.
And then I just want to say, I think there's probably a lot to be said about appropriation. But this is, I think, so far down the line of these kinds of movies at this point that I'm like, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. You know? So
yeah.
I'm not Japanese. I'm not Asian. I'm not practicing the ancient art of ninjutsu. So I don't know. But just kids fighting. Okay, let's talk about how if we were just, it's a movie and then that can be fun. I enjoyed it as a kid, and it's kind of like fantasy as a kid to like get to
wish fulfillment. Yeah,
wish fulfillment. But can we just talk about it just for a second? Just pretend that this is real. That's super fucked up.
Oh yeah, they're all fighting adults. Now, Deej, be honest.
Yeah.
If their shoes were cleaner, would it have been as bad? Because all the shots of their little dirty kid shoes is what bothered me the most. I was like, don't get it on his gi. And certainly don't kick him in the face.
With your Reeboks.
Kick him in the nutsack. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Totally fine. Sweep the leg, Rocky. That's
Absolutely
fine. That's totally fine.
Try and keep your hemispheres matched. Kick him on the legs. Punch him in the chest. Headbutt him on the head.
Tum-tums.
That's the rule,
sticky fists in your...
Oh, God.
Candy.
I didn't have a problem with the kids fighting, per se, because I did take it as like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if we brought down this mobster or something?
Yeah. I don't know if I really have a problem with
kids
it.
Don't emulate
because
this.
It's not real. Because it's so not real.
But not to mention there was a lot of what?
I don't think this. You want to get out of the?
Yeah, we can go.
Get out of the problematic. Okay.
Watch out now, y'all.
Let's talk about the music.
Music, DJ. I want to give out an award.
Okay.
For quite possibly the worst overall soundtrack to a movie I have ever heard in my life.
Wow.
This made me wonder if AI was available in 1992. It was just such generic, like out of the box, like cartoonish music. You thought it was great. You thought this was the best soundtrack you've ever heard.
I'm interested that you think it was so awful, because the main theme is basically nearly note for note. In fact, in a possible copyright infringement way, from a Zelda game. I
felt like it was just like the music you would hear from a direct-to-video Christian family comedy.
I think
it was just
you're right
so
about
manic
that as well.
at all moments. I was like, "Hey guys, can we just cool it with the backtrack for a minute?"
This is music by Richard Marvin. He did Flight of the Black Angel, Three Ninjas Kick Back. He did U571. He did 6 Feet Under. I mean, he didn't do the main theme because I know that was
good.
The Battle of Shaker Heights, and other things. Grimm, Surrogates. So this is a guy with a lot of credits. So
was Surrogates that Bruce Willis movie
2009.
where you have like a twin?
Yeah.
This was atrocious to me. It was just always zany. It felt like, oh, is this the soundtrack to Dennis the Menace? This was the track they didn't use for Dennis the Menace, so they're just going to put it in here. It just felt so overwhelming and constantly going. It felt like it was constantly going.
Yeah, so apparently.
Are you thinking it sounds like bum 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 bum?
I don't know if that's the one or not, because I feel like there's a. I love the music in Zelda, but it was reminiscent of it. I don't think it's nearly as memorable. But there was also apparently an earlier cut, or like the original edit of it was, they were like, we got to get some zaniness in here. This is just kids fighting. I'm picturing in my head that there was like no music. Obviously, there must have been something going on, but I'm just picturing them like, just like punching the shit out of these.
Coming out of people's noses.
But they were like, okay, we got to zane this up a little bit. And I don't mean the guy from, is that a Jonas brother? Anyway,
Billy Zane from Titanic.
This up. And they did. I'll tell you, they did.
Man,
reminds me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze when they
it gets zanier.
They're like they don't ever use their weapons.
Right.
So like, okay, well,
just use a hot dog, Donatello. Just use the hot dog.
You've got those
use
nunchucks
your bow
literally
staff.
in your belt. Why don't you use those sausage links, buddy?
They look the same, but far less dangerous.
It had the whole movie had the sort of arc of a video games. We were talking about this I think leads into what you were talking about with the villains, the many levels of villains, because it was like you got to get past. There's the like initial fight, which was kind of just to set the scene, and then their first boss is the surfer dudes, and then their second boss is I don't remember what was second. They're fighting a bunch of ninjas, and they have to. Their second boss is the guy with the white makeup that they like. Have
oh
steam,
yeah, he's the boss of the under the ship level.
Yeah,
and then you finally get to the
big guy,
the deck of the ship, and then you
Rushmore was his name apparently.
Sure. Oh yeah, you knew he was business because he never said anything, and then he took off his blazer, and it was just he had an A shirt on underneath, and that's how you knew he was seriously super strong.
He's so strong. And then of course you have Snyder, but the boys. I do like that they didn't fight him. This is my fight, boys. Don't help me. This is
and then fighting Grandpa at the beginning would be the tutorial. Where I would learn,
you got to learn.
A does
moves.
this, B does this. Yeah.
A. I'm pushing A.
Now, if I hit the left trigger while hitting A, then I do a jump kick. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you
it takes a notch off my health, so I can't.
Yeah. So you got to wait for that to refill.
Understandable.
If you get 3 combos in a row, you get a super combo, and then.
Now, if we're playing together, our characters can do a combo move.
Yes. You can use Tum Tum as a battering ram into Rushmore, and that will kill him. No, he's not.
I guess he was murdered. And what does he say? Like he gets knocked to the mat, and then he's like, and then he falls down. I do appreciate a climax that is obviously just like in a warehouse somewhere.
Yes.
They're like, put mats down. This is going to be the climax of the film.
Yeah. We're going to do fighting here. Let's do it. I actually don't really have anything else.
I think I'm done as well.
All right. Let's go to our verdict. Damon.
Yeah.
What did you think of Three Ninjas by John Turteltaub? Directed by Max Power.
Didn't care for it. I will say, it's hard for me to give the criticism I will give in the end. Because this movie does not seem to be, it's not doing an effort, but it is definitely feels like, just put some crap out for the kids this July as summer winds down.
I think it was an accidental hit. I think that actually is what happened.
Hit. Yeah. But You're in a Child's an Idiot. This is not a good film, and not even, aside from the stoners who are in it, that made me laugh slightly more than I ever expected. I left. I forgot that we were watching this for a reason, and I left. And then I was like halfway through washing a wine glass before I was like, oh shit, I keep hearing the ninjas still fighting. I've got to go out there and see what's going on. So no, I don't enjoy this. I'm glad that John Turteltaub found the National Treasure films. But this was not absolutely terrible. This is not Drek. But it just feels like a lot of different movies, they just sort of kept laying track in front of it because they had a 32-minute idea and they just had to keep throwing more current hits at it to just stretch out the time.
Do you have a...
Oh, You're in a Child's an Idiot.
Do you have a Sally Field nominee? Sally Field Memorial Single Scene Award.
That's tough.
Nominee.
I will say the guys... Not the actual home invasion.
Yeah.
But maybe them robbing the convenience store.
Okay.
I mean, do you have one that I can sign off on?
Well, why not the home invasion, other than it's stolen directly from Home Alone?
It's fully like just there to buy time, it feels like.
It does seem like the most of this movie,
There's no energy behind it. It's like everyone's just sort of walking around casually. I'm like, there's a home invasion to kidnap the kids. Do you want to give any energy behind this or any sort of feeling of threat or fear. The kids never even feel that scared. And that might be just the aspect of a kids movie is like never have the kids feel scared. They're always completely in control. But it's still, just name another scene, any other scene.
Oh,
Emily,
right.
Them basketball? I'm not going to give it to basketball.
Well, that was what I was going to give it. That scene I was going to give it to.
You're going to give it to basketball?
No, to the home invasion, because I feel like while I don't think it's, I'm going to spoil my verdict here a little bit. While I don't think it's good, I think it is the most like of this movie. You know what I mean? If you were going to show someone like, give me one scene from this movie that sort of gives me the vibe of this movie, you know?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, think about it.
I'm fine with that. It's because it has my Catherine O'Hara winner, so I'll sign off on it.
It has diarrhea.
You do know I love. Diarrhea isn't in enough films. It's this and Dumb and Dumber.
Well, I'll give my verdict now. Thank you for asking, Damon. You're in a child's an idiot. This is, I think, quintessentially what used to be thought of when you said a kid's movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was kind of low effort and kind of, like you said, low stakes, even though the stakes should be high if you kind of like did this in real life. But it feels kind of a little disrespectful to anyone who watches it. Like you're like, you just need something to plop your eyes on, you know, while we take a little bit of your money. And then it does seem like they were like, oh shit, people came to watch this. We got to make more of these. And
apparently it was also, they got calls from like people who run karate studios that were like, keep it up, guys. You're doing great. I will say Tyler did debate being on the show because you may not know this about him, but he is a practitioner of karate.
Is that right?
For a few months in the 90s.
I wonder if we went to the same dojo.
He told me several times and I keep mispronouncing it. And now that it's going to be on tape, I don't want to mispronounce it like I was around the house.
Okay. So just like an imaginary.
Hold on.
In your head, you can imagine his insensitive, possibly racist way of saying whatever it is.
Hold on. I can do this. I'm going to look it up.
Well, while you
Ishinryu karate.
Okay.
Is what he studied.
I was a big fan as a kid, and so I could definitely say that I was an idiot because it definitely, you could see the lineage, you can see the Karate Kid of it, you can see the Ninja Turtles of it, you can see all that influence in here.
They're even color coded in this.
Yeah.
Which is what made me think of Alvin, Simon, and Theodore because they actually match up color wise.
He's the orange one, actually. I think Theodore's blue. Is that right? I don't know.
Theodore is green. Simon, my personal chipmunk, of course, is blue.
There's no Donatella in this one, so I can't. He's one I want to be.
You could be Bridget, one of the Chipettes.
The Chipettes. I've ever since you mentioned that via text, I've had the TV show Alvin and Chipmunks song stuck in my head. Dude. I wish there was a Three Ninjas. This song,
I'm surprised there wasn't.
I'm obviously not going to get anything else out. This movie's bad. Don't watch it. You're a child's an idiot. What else do you want to say, Damon?
Oh, I'm fine. I don't have anything else to say. Doing good. I do like, when do you think that complete turtlenecks that covered your entire body went out of style? I'm talking about the Chipmunks still, not this movie.
I don't know. When did Carrying Jelly?
I feel like that's a pretty good Halloween costume if I could get my hands on a full length turtleneck.
When did Carrying jelly beans around your pocket go out of style? You know what I'm saying?
To me, never.
Never.
You know what are pretty good jelly beans next Easter? Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah. Everybody knows that, Damon. Don't be an idiot.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I was introduced to it by, again, Shay of Dudes
fame. Do you think that we'll be able to work First We Feast, Then We Felony into speech more often? Or you think it's just this?
I don't commit that many felonies, if I'm being honest.
Whoa.
Aside from voter fraud. Sorry, conservatives.
Vote early, vote often. What do you think, everybody? Email us, yourinchildidiot@gmail.com. You can text us, leave us a voicemail, and sing the Chipmunks. Don't do that.
Ooh,
Theme song to us.
in the 50s, they did get chipmumps.
615-576-0525. I want to thank our
There's
patrons.
been a rise in chipmumps ever since RFK took over the health department.
Yeah. I want to thank our patrons for supporting the show, including Lindsay, Halik,
Josh Frigo.
I'm going to read this like I'm a Three Ninja.
I knew
The
you were
Hands
going to
of Fate.
introduce a theme right after we had already started. Wait, what is the style of a ninja?
Of the Three Ninjas, just a bad child actor.
Oh, Jackson.
The supreme ruler of this podcast,
Caroline Amberson.
T. Smith.
Tommy Boy's my favorite movie.
Shit on the Cartouche.
Little Miss Chicken Nugget.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Karen Curd.
Bill Haynes.
Larissa Maestro.
Hey guys, Jonathon Day.
Hizoner the mayor.
It had the cadence of a joke. See,
Beth Surmont.
they wouldn't get it. Sorry.
Right, they would just sort of plow right through it.
Sorry. Please say Beth's name again.
Beth Surmont.
Tippi Von Cheaterly.
Jeremy Powlen.
Particle Man.
Dr. Malcolm's Heaving Bosom.
Zachary Hartley.
Stu-StusStuartJ. They would stutter more because, they're bad at delivering a line.
Dramatically placed hot dog.
The Zesty.
Travis Vance. I've totally lost the plot here.
Holiday classic, JENGLEALLDIWAY.
The Elusive fan, Gromkin.
I'm Lindsay Nell.
Thank you all very much for supporting the show. If you want to support like them, patreon.com/child is an idiot. Dude.
Do you think they regretted not naming the sequels 4 Ninjas, 5 Ninjas respectfully, and 6 Ninjas?
But they would have to add so many ninjas.
Ocean's 11. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Where are they going to get all these ninjas?
Well, the parents keep having babies.
I mean, what
Cousins?
you're telling me you would rather have just another number rather than knuckle up?
Oh, Deej, I'm never going to watch these sequels. Although I'm curious enough on High Noon and Mega Mountain where they replace all the ninjas.
Oh, they got too old.
It's like Menudo. We got to keep them young.